Welcome. Today I'm going to bring you an account from Mount Snowdon. This is a Dogman account, and for all it's from 2016, it does match in with the historical accounts from the 1700s. And the reports from witnesses come in from many places. We can find them in forums, we get them by word of mouth. When we speak to people, we check everywhere, anywhere we can think of we can find. But mostly when people ask me what I do in my spare time, when I tell them, rather than laugh, they usually open up about something that's happened to them that they've never told anybody else. And this sighting came to one of our team members when chatting with a TV researcher. And this is what he had to say. I've been selected to appear on a well-known television game show here in the UK. And one of the researchers was doing some background bio on me, and I mentioned my interest in Bigfoot and cryptids in the UK. You could hear in her voice that she thought I was joking. And when she asked me what we were looking for, I explained. I was telling her all about the different sightings and creatures, and I mentioned the Dogman. The line went silent. I thought we'd been cut off, or I'd scared her off completely, but she was still there, and when she spoke, you could hear that she was a little shook up. She said that she'd been trekking up around Mount Snowdon and had seen a large figure, and in her words, it was over 6 foot and standing up. It was a man who looked hairy like a dog. It leapt over a fence from a standing start and disappeared. She hadn't told anybody in 10 years, in case they laughed at her. Now, that sounds quite frightening, and I would be frightened as well. But I mean, he did leap away, didn't he? He did run away. He left her alone. And Mount Snowdon is an ideal area, and surrounded by rolling fields, woods, and a vast area of natural beauty. And it's a wonderful place. And it's quite sad that this lady sat there and not had anyone, to express it to, that she'd seen this creature. Because how would you report that? Where would you report that to? But luckily, she was safe and well, and she carried on and she enjoyed the rest of the day. And like I say, there are some similar reports around, but they seem to be mostly historical, mostly from the 1700s. And we have the Denby wolf reported, this was 1700s, reported to be the size of a horse. This huge wolf would create mayhem in the region, feeding on livestock, dogs, and the flesh of men. But that was a couple of 100 years ago, so I don't think we've got anything to worry about. And then there is another account just close by, and the gentleman describes the creature as a standing bear. It was just, I think it was just walking around. There's a big forest on the right of this road, and that's where he saw it. I will bring you that account. I think it's in the videos, and I've already made it for you. And then we've got the two howls, very similar accounts, but just howls that were heard. Two howls within a mile distance. I think what we're seeing here is what we see with a lot of the accounts, and we've discussed it before, that people see a tall, hairy, man-like figure and are unsure what to report it as or how to describe it. Werewolves, vampires, bears, they're all things that people can associate with and think of. In the UK, it would be quite strange for a person to automatically jump to a Bigfoot. But a tall creature, hairy, stood on 2 legs, that leaves when it sees you, doesn't try to attack you, doesn't try to harm you, just gets out of the way as it doesn't want to be seen, is a very normal occurrence in the UK. And there are hundreds and hundreds of accounts of that all across the UK, from way up north in Hoy all the way down to I think it's Jersey with the howler. So wherever you are, whenever you're out and you see something like that, feel free to report it, because you're among friends. Then we can have a chat about it and explain to you that it's okay. We get these reports, we get them all the time, and in 9 times out of 10 the creature just walks away and leaves you alone, and you just have it, you're fine to go about your business. And obviously we've had the fantastic video footage. I'll attach that actually to this account, and it's Bigfoot Tony's video of the tree pusher in Wales. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, in my mind, for my money, it's probably the best video out there of a UK Bigfoot. So have a look and nip along to his channel and check that out as well. There's some fantastic analysis on there. Tony has some amazing finds. He's the biggest researcher in Wales at the moment. And if you feel like giving him a hand and you want to go out there and have a look round, just get hold of him or anyone else on the team, and we'll give you a few hints and tips and tell you what you need to be looking for. But that's all for now. So until next time, have a lovely weekend and goodbye.